Well, hello and welcome to Cozy Couch Corner for tea and taro. And I got my hat out the wash, all nice and clean and smells lovely now. I like that one the best. Probably because it covers my ears and keeps my ears warm. I was going to say it keeps my neck warm. It goes quite far down the back of my head, so that's good. Well, all the snow's melted. We did have sunshine, it's just dipped in a bit now. It's windy. I saw the crows on the hedge today, sitting on the hedge, and I've not seen that before. Normally they're in the tree, but then I looked at the tree and it was so windy. The tree were blowing around like nobody's business, and I thought, well, clearly it's the hedge was less mobile, so they were on the hedge. But it was odd to see them because I've never seen them sat on the hedge. I'm sure the sheep are happy that all the snow's gone and they can actually see the grass now. And the bins are still here, but I did find that the council had said they'd collect on Wednesday, today, when I'm filming this. Weather dependent, obviously, because sometimes they can't get the trucks up the hill or down the roads, and you can't have the people out when it's too slippy for them, lugging stuff about. But they'll probably do it if they've got a backlog, and I think they couldn't do it yesterday either, although it was clearing a bit. I mean, it was clearing a bit up here, I didn't see anywhere else, and if it wasn't clearing anywhere else, so it wasn't clearing on the main road, then they wouldn't be out and about. And it's a lot of little quite rural villages, so without main roads, so you're just puddling around country lanes in the snow and sludge and ice. So they didn't do yesterday either, which means they'll have to do whatever they're doing today and then tag us on the end if they got time. So we'll see how that goes. And it depends, because they've had to cancel the bin collection before when they haven't had enough people, when people have been sick. So it's just after, just after Christmas, New Year, it's winter. So we'll see how that goes. But it'll be good if they come and take them. Usually, come and take them before they blow away, because they do if you're not careful. You have to gauge when you're putting your bins out so they're not going to blow away. And next door's got the car parked just where we put the bins, so I've got mine tucked just in the fence. But yeah, we'll see. I've already got a broken food bin because it got blown around the street, and you never know if they're going to get hit by a car going up there. Mind you, most car drivers don't want to hurt their car, do they? But they do blow out. The silly people I saw once, I couldn't get out quick enough, and there was I think it was my bin, it was a neighbour's bin. Anyway, the bin was out in the road, and they come up in the lane in the car, and they stopped the car, got out, and they just brought the bin to the side. And they're all numbered. And drove on again. The problem with that is they'll just blow again. You have to put them over the fence. And it's like, do you know, got numbers on, you can tell which house it is. Just put them over the fence. If I see neighbours' bin out in the street, empty, because I mean, if they haven't been emptied, you need them, don't you? Need to put them back by the curbside. But if they're empty, I put them over the fence, because that way they can't blow out into the street again. Mind you, I have been a dafter, but and gone out and put my bin away when it hadn't been emptied, thinking it had been emptied because it was like lunchtime or something. And some weeks they come earlier and some weeks they come later, depending on whether they're doing all the others, the glass and the household bin. So yeah, at least on one occasion, if not more, I've put my bin away not emptied, little food bin, because I've not realised. But I do try and remember to check it. And most of the time they leave it open, they don't lock the lid. So, and if it rains, I have to tip the water out. Oh well. Tea's not overly warm, but it's tea, isn't it? Right, I'll do tarot. We're having cards today. Yesterday was a little bit because we weren't having cards, and it was like, I don't even know how that was going to work, but it worked, so yay. Right. Okay. What do we need to know? Thursday, the 8th of January, 2026, please. No. No. Right. Oh, sun's coming out. Do I want any of those? Not this one. That way it? Ace of Wands. Okay. Do I want any of the others? These? That one? That one? Oh, we're having this one then. That one? Okay. I wasn't sure. This way up? And the Hierophant. Okay. Ace of Wands. New beginnings. It's always new beginning. Or like planting a seed. Or a new chapter, a new part. Wands. Passion. Creativity. So that's the sun. I was just saying, was that the moon? No, that's representing the sun in this reading. So something that makes us happy. We're starting something that makes us happy. It's always a good thing to do, isn't it? Finding things that make us happy, finding things that bring us joy. And sometimes we have to try different things. Like, people go out and try different clubs and evening courses and online courses, and own it, and find if you get a free taster for something, that's always a good bet, isn't it? And you can try it, see if you like it before you commit to something long term, especially if you're going to spend money on it. But yeah, are we talking about Yeah, we're talking about creativity. So because bringing ourselves joy is important. It's important for our mental health, and it's also important for our nervous system. And sometimes when our nervous system is not good, I was going to say not good, when our nervous system isn't calm, or as calm as we'd like it, it's difficult to be creative. Sometimes it's difficult to access that part of us that is creative. But the act of art itself, they've can't remember if it was just art, just any sort of art, and you can get the same effects as meditation. So it's a form of meditation. So is dancing. If you're not, I would go with unchoreographed dancing for that. Just putting on music and moving your body to it, and that's also a form of meditation. That's also calming. So I always think, I did a scribble picture the other day. That's quite good. You don't look at it and you just swirl a pen around on a piece of paper and then you colour bits in. Sometimes I see figures or animals or shapes or something, but otherwise it's just you give yourself something to do and the colouring, and that's quite calming. What I really didn't get on with was these colouring books that they said were supposed to be calming that had very busy patterns in it, very intricate patterns you were supposed to colour in. And I didn't actually find that calming. That used to make me more anxious, which is a funny thing. But other art can make me calm. I try to do urban sketching, and I absolutely hated it. We were supposed to copy this picture, and the only thing I liked on this picture was some plants and some weeds, the bits of greenery. That was the only thing I liked. And I tried to do, and it took me days to draw this thing. Then I started painting it. We were supposed to paint it watercolour, and then I couldn't see the lines I'd drawn. And I took days drawing this, and I'd had to do it bit by bit. Oh, and so I know I don't like that. But then I tried doing it, what's it called? Blind drawing, where you look at the thing you're drawing and you don't look at your page, and you just put your pencil on and you just draw it without you don't take your pencil off. You just keep going. That was far more enjoyable. I mean, it looked like a dog's breakfast, but it's going to. I mean, some people can do it and come out. I've seen someone do a self-portrait like that, and they're really good at it, but I think they've practiced a lot. But that was much more enjoyable. So blind drawing I love. Look at a scene and just draw it without looking at what you're drawing. Great. And other things, there's all sorts of things that are creative. It doesn't have to be actual physical art. And even if it's just like a couple of minutes of something, because I know some people are so busy, but it is, and especially if, like me, there's a lot of times I struggle with normal what we would think of as meditation. So doing a bit of art is helpful. Doing a bit of colour, even just me doing a scribble picture and colouring bits in, I find very calming. And often if I sit down and try and meditate, no hope at shutting my brain up. I tell you, better if I sit there and try and do healing. But I troubled doing that the other day. I couldn't even calm my brain down for that. So, yeah, anything that calms your brain down, anything that brings you joy and pleasure, that's what we're looking at. So we might be starting something new on that. And I'm looking at, and that's going to help us to blossom, and that's going to help us. We might think it's not worth it, even if it's just like a couple of minutes a day. But it is worth it. It's also doing things with your neurology in your brain as well, neural networks. So you might not think it's worth it, but it's definitely worth it. Are we having this one? We're not having this one now. We're not having the card now. So yeah. So we've started something new, something creative, whatever creative means to you, and whatever's going to bring you joy and pleasure. Excuse me, or even calm. Singing, I've just thought of as I coughed. There we are then.